to get on tonight, but this has been something that has happened in my life that has changed my life. And I just don't want to wait and talk about it. So you'll see this whenever you see this. Also, to let you know, if you were on our live stream earlier, I do apologize. I was actually live streaming in the car on the way to handle some other business, and it was real choppy. It was lagging. And I do apologize for that. So I am going to cover a lot of the things that we covered in that live stream, just in case you missed it or you couldn't understand what I was saying. So through AI music, we have so far made over $6,000. And I'm not here to tell you that I am a millionaire off of AI music. I have not made $100,000 off of AI music, but I have made well over $6,000 off of AI music. That is my very first payout, right? It is not all from streams. So what I want to do is a combination of playing the music that has worked for me, explain to you guys my business model, and then just hopefully inspire at least one person to take immediate imperfect action. All right. So the first thing that I want to tell you is that what has worked for me is understanding that I'm not the next Jay-Z or Nas or whoever you think is a fantastic artist. I'm not trying to compete with Mariah Carey or Beyonce. Now, you know, when we upload to these streaming platforms, no matter what distributor you use, once you're out there on like the Spotify's, the Amazon Music, the Apple Music, the you name it, right? We are on the same platform as, let's say, a Jay-Z, a Beyonce, or whoever, right? But don't get it twisted, right? I am real enough with myself to know that they are a gazillion times more talented than me. They probably got more musical talent in their pinky toe than I got in my whole entire body. So what I do is that I make niche specific music. So I don't try to make the next Michael Jackson worldwide anthem that everybody dances to and sings to. I target a specific group of people with the music. And of course, we got different music for different groups, but that allows us to have a high penetration in that group and then monetize that group in different ways. So let me give you guys an example of that. And I'm gonna give you guys several examples of that tonight as well. Also, I want to let you know that our Black Friday sale is still going on. I'm gonna be intentionally repetitive about that. So we have a community where all we do is break down every aspect of how do you create the music, what is the legality behind the music, how do you make money off of it, how do we market it, and we're going to be doing music launches every single month. So if you want to be a part of a community that consistently helps you create your music, distribute your music, make money off your music, consider taking advantage of it now. Wow, this is the best price you guys are going to see it at. All right, so let me play some of the music so that way you can kind of put an ear to what I'm talking about. I monetize. This was made leveraging Suno AI, right? No gatekeeping out here. Suno AI is the tool. Let me turn up the volume. Let me know in the chat if you hate it, if you love it, right? One man, one route, that's the start of my grind. Paperwork tight, got the hustle on my mind. Keys turn, wheel burn, money right on time. Independent lane, I'm the boss of my life. Broke up early contracts on the phone. DOKL LC on my own. No loan, no scams, every dollar straight. Legal hustle on the road, building up the plate. Hate to drive, love to check, that's the truth of the lane. Hate the traffic, love the freedom, truck of blood in my vein. Every mile feel heavy, every night feel long. But the money and respect keep me riding strong. 10 hours in the seat, back stiff, eyes burning. GPS, reroute, toll fees, wheels turning. Way station stress, DL time on the chase. Breakdowns, hitting hard, eating time in the race. Lonely on the road, missing home in the fam. Fast food,
dog got a call, but I still keep it moving. Can't fold, I refuse. This the life that I chose. Truck will break down blue. Check engine light glowing, tow truck on the way. 12 hours in the hole, man, I lost that pay. Mechanic talk sleep, parts coming in late. I'm praying to the Lord while I calculate fate. Fuel pump gone bad, flat tire on the side. Dog check stress, got me swallowing pride. But I hustle through the pain, can't stop this grind. It's the curse of the road, but the freedom still mine. Break down on the house, time turn the law. Yeah.
All right. So, do you guys understand what I'm saying? With instead of me trying to be like a Beyonce, a Mariah Carey, a Jay-Z, a Nas, I strategically, and we do research behind this as well, but I'm trying to oversimplify it for those of y'all that are in the room. So, truck drivers, for example, right? That is a niche of people that spend a lot of time on the road. So truck drivers are going to talk on the phone. They're going to listen to podcasts. Some going to ride in silence for a while. So having a dedicated album, this album has 8 songs on it. And it talks about everything from being an independent courier all the way to driving an 18-wheeler and everything in between. It talks about, you guys might have heard it talk about the breakdowns on the highway. It's a song that talks about hate driving but love the freedom because all the crazy stuff that happens on the road, right? So it talks about the good side and the bad side of trucking. Truck drivers can relate to that, right? When I played it for my uncle who's been driving trucks up in the Baltimore area now for like 40 years, he was like, man, like play that again. That's me. That's exactly how I feel, right? So even though I'm not some big major artist, because they relate to the story behind the music, they listen to the music because not who I am, but because what the music is. Does that make sense? Drop a 1 in the chat. So what I have found is that this has allowed me to be able to get a niche audience. I'm not the biggest streamer, but to get a niche audience of people that resonate with what the subject matter is. They don't care that I'm not selling drugs. I'm not messing around with a bunch of women. I'm not shooting up everybody and killing them, right? So that's not, I don't make that kind of music. That's not how I'm living. So I just make music based off of their life. You get what I'm saying? Let's just be real. Some of us, myself included, when we was younger, we listened to it. I ain't gonna lie. Growing up, DMX was my favorite musician, right? I thought DMX really was like a part-time rapper, full-time killer drug dealer, right? I thought all of his music was real. He was so great at storytelling. You couldn't tell me DMX wasn't really living what he was rapping about. But as I got older and more mature, I realized there's no way that you can make a song about killing 100 people every day, selling all the drugs in the world every day, and then you still a free man that can make all of this money off of music. So what I did and what I continue to do, I got some other examples to share it with you as well, is that we do some targeting. The young lady's name slips my mind at the moment, but a mutual friend who happens to be her cousin kind of sowed that seed in me because she's a nurse. And she was like, man, I do a lot of 12-hour shifts. So, I kind of got tired of listening to the same thing over and over again. So I made some music that was really designed to help me make it through my 12-hour shift. And I just started sharing it with other nurses. Before you know it, now she built not the biggest audience in the world, but she built a niche audience of nurses that now have money that they can invest in her merch, invest in her money. I mean, not in her money, her music, right? Invest their money into her music, her merch, right? And if you and I listen to the songs, we might say, I have no idea what this is talking about because we're not nurses. We don't understand what a nurse goes through. So I did the same thing here as well, right? See a bunch of ones in the chat. All right. All right. So AI can write it, right? Boom, boom, boom. AI can write it. There is some legalities there If you let AI write it completely and then you just put it out with the copyrights, we break that down inside of the community. Link down in the description below. Take advantage of the Black Friday sale. You can write it yourself and then let them make it. All right, so there, you can do it however you want to do it. It's just understanding that depending on how you do it will determine how you can make money. All right, so the artist that I made as well, his name is Trucker Man J. If you have an Instagram account, you can go follow him and see that he has less than 200 followers, right? He has less than 200 followers, but, right, bro streams more than any of the other artists to include the music that I shared on the channel, right? Why? Because even though this channel has hundreds of thousands of followers, some people are here and they only tune in when I talk about this subject matter or that subject matter. They don't watch all of the videos. You may be one of those type of people too, and that's cool. So if I go out and I make an AI avatar named Truckerman J, right? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me even, so you guys know. So the album is called, this is on Spotify, The Drive to Freedom. That's Trucker Man J. Album called The Drive to Freedom. I'm going to Instagram. All right, I'm going to go into Instagram. I'm going to pull up his page real quick. Trucker Man J has less than 200 followers. Can you see that? Trucker Man J has less than 200 followers. All Trucker Man J does, though, is post truck driving related content. Now, Trucker Man J, you guys can't see this because it's on the back end, but Trucker Man J gets over 100,000 views a month, reaches over 60,000 accounts. See, followers are a lagging indicator. Here's the analogy that I always like to give. Do you have to follow Amazon online in order to order something from Amazon? Do you gotta follow Walmart online in order to buy something off Walmart? No. If they have what you need and you want to go do business with them, you can just go do business with them, and you can never follow them, or you can follow them eventually. So what we focus on is just, are we reaching a lot of the right people? If we get them to follow us, that's great. If we get them to stream the music and buy the products, even better. Because I can't take the number on that screen to the light bill office and say, hey, we need some lights, we need some water, we need some internet. Look how many followers we got. You should allow that to compensate you guys, right? So that's Trucker Man J, monetized through streams and book sales. Streams pay the least, right? But because the album is called The Drive to Freedom, and then I also have a book. It's upstairs, so I'm not gonna run and grab it. But my very first book was called The Drive to Freedom. It teaches you how to start a successful independent courier business. So the music became not just great truck driving music, it also became the marketing agent, because there's a lot of truck drivers that say, I want to come off the road. I want to be home every night, but all I know is driving to make money. Is there another way? So now I've seen a skyrocket in my book sales as well. Now, I will tell you this just to be fair. I don't think that the average person should go out and say, I'm going to make a lot of money off of my music because my music is going to drive up my book sales. I'm just sharing with you all the honest truth behind what happened for me, but I'm going to share with you all also what I think a better strategy is, which is merch. I think that physical product, print on demand product sales as being your back end business, and whatever you make off music streams is cool, but have that music direct people over to buying your merch, your physical products is going to be it. Now, when I say that, I'm saying that you don't necessarily got to make a song that says, go to authorjt.com, ooh yeah, and buy all of my books, baby, right? You don't gotta do that. If you make high quality music, then people will want to hear more of your music. And then if you start sharing on the social media attached to the music, graphics of the merch and etc., it'll grow that way, right? And you guys could tell by my great job of singing that I just did that all of this music is AI. Let's go to the next artist. Next artist that I made is JT Hustles, right? Now, the niche that we serve with Trucker Man J, let me see who was paying attention. Drop in the chat. Trucker Man J serve what niche? Right? Drop it in the chat. You could distribute using CD Baby or DistroKid for the people that are asking about distribution. All right. Truck driving, right? Truck driving. All right. So now, and we did research on all of this. So if you guys trust me, not every truck driver is going to listen to Trucker Man Jay. So if you want to take and make similar music, do it. If you hate it, don't do it, and just understand the concept. I'm just sharing this with you because I want to be an asset to you, right? So JT Hustles is the name that this page used to be, and I used to go by that. People still call me JT Hustles. It's my Instagram name, but JT Hustles is also another AI character that we made, and he serves the genre of men that go through it in relationships. So for the ladies that are here, and I know the vast majority of people that tune in are men according to my analytics, but there's around 30% of you all that are ladies that tune into this as well. And we know, fellas, you can attest to this as well, there are 1,000,001 songs dedicated to women in relationships, whether they are in love, falling in love, struggling in the relationship, get cheated on, got broke up with. Now they in a, free girl, hot girl, season, summer thing, whatever it is, right? There's always music for that. But what we found in our research is that there is an audience that is underserved most times of men that go through it in relationships and they like music, right? So I'm going to play you guys a couple of songs from that album. Again, I'm using the Spotify app, but you can use a distributor like CD Baby or DistroKid or whoever you want to. Just Google music distributor, compare the prices, and or if you want to know exactly who we use and how we use it, we got a Black Friday to Cyber Monday sale going on now. For our community, you can spend $10 a month and see how we do it. How do we make the music? How do we distribute the music? How do we make money off of the music in different ways? And we're doing a launch every single month. Or you can spend $60 and be with us for an entire year. And I really think that's the best deal for anybody out here, just being a buck with you. All right, so JT Hustle's album is Tears from a Black Father. That's available on all streaming platforms as well. Tears from a Black Father. I'm going to play a little bit of the music. Then I'm going to tell you again how we monetize him as well. So here we go.
I came from nothing. Down in the dirt where the sun hit high. Yeah. But God had a plan they couldn't stop. I made it out the struggle, yeah, I beat the odds. Pain in my soul, but I leaned on God. From the bottom of the south to a millionaire's life. Turn my wounds into wisdom, turn my pain into light. I made it. 5 years deep in a 2-room spot. South Carolina sun burning on the block. Pops died young, only 11 years old. Had to grow up fast, world bitter and cold. Mama working 2 shifts, barely clearing the living. Paycheck stretching like a prayer to heaven. School clothes hand me down, holes in the soul. But the fire in my chest gave my purpose a role. Mental scars deep, yeah, the nights got rough. Whippers turn to bruises, yeah, the love got tough. But I seen a bigger vision in the pain I find.
I'm going to just play a couple of the songs. How many views for 6 bands? The money's not in the view. Money is in the business you build on the back end.
But this heart got me caught in a storm. Lord help me. She made me feel seen when I've been feeling gone. Show me love, I ain't felt at home in so long. I'm standing at a line, right or wrong, trying to hold on, but the pull too strong. Yeah. Right or wrong, I've been giving my all, wearing pain like a crown. Ain't me no applause when I lift this house above the ground. She roll her eyes when I walk through the door. But this new woman smile like she been waiting for more. She asked me how my day was. Tell me I'm a king. I ain't used to see it. Now I'm laughing at text that I should be reading. Heart beating different when we speak like we scheme. She make me feel seen when I've been feeling gone. She make me feel seen. Show me love, I ain't felt at home in so long. I'm standing at a line, right or wrong, trying to hold on, but the pull too strong.
We'll play one more and then we'll talk about monetization. Drop your questions in the chat.
Tell her I'll bury it. I can't lie to myself no more. Lord, I done crossed the line I can't ignore. Yeah. Do I tell her or bury it deep? Carry the weight while she lay in her sleep. One night of weakness, now my soul can't rest. Get on my chest like a bulletproof vest.
All right, so just played a couple of songs again. The name of that album is Tears from a Black Father, and the artist name is JT Hustles. That's JTHUSTLEZ. Let's talk about the business side of it a little bit. Now, I'm intentionally repetitive, one, because we got new people coming in the room. Want to remind you, take advantage of our Black Friday sale. Join our community where I'm going to consistently help you make your music, distribute your music, monetize your music. We do music launches every single month now, right? Every single month now. Now, you guys might have seen a previous video that we dropped. A lot of distributors, it's not like the song come out today, you get paid tomorrow. So they put it out on like iTunes, Apple Music, TikTok, YouTube, all of these different platforms. And then they also collect the royalty for you as well. So it takes a little time for that to happen. Some sources say 2 to 3 months. What I will say is it depends on your distributor, how long it'll take. So just do a Google search, look at distributors, whoever fits your budget, pick them as long as they get you where you're trying to be. All right. So I'm not Mariah Carey. I'm not Beyonce. I'm not Jay-Z. I'm JT. I'm not Jay-Z. I'm not Nas. I'm going to say that a whole lot of times tonight because I want you to remember that as well. I don't have to be the best musician of all time. So my strategy is let's make niche music for a certain group of people, and they'll listen to the music because what the music is, not because I'm throwing money in the air or I got, butt naked women around me dancing or I sell drugs and kill people. I don't do any of that, but you guys know the kind of music that's out there now. So that's how we're able to penetrate different markets and take advantage of it. All right. So I said that about the truck driver genre. Now this is just music for men that are going through it in relationships. So oftentimes when we think about R&B relationship music, it's always from the woman's point of view. So what we do, regardless of what we're going to do, whether it's a single or an album, we always research it first. I am not Michael Jackson. I can't just make a song out of my imagination and throw it out there and then y'all gonna love it. The whole world gonna love it because I'm Michael Jackson, I'm Chris Brown, I'm whoever. So what we do is we go do research and see what are people already listening to? What do people want more of? And we create what the market is already wanting to consume instead of saying, I want to make a song dedicated to my grandma because I really love my grandma and she gone, so I'm going to make the grandma dedication song. Now, respectfully, if God put it on your heart or if it's just been on your spirit to make that dedication song to grandma, go ahead and make the song for grandma, put it out. Don't be mad if other people don't love your song that you didn't make with them in mind. So make a great song, put it out there because you enjoy it. That's your win enough. If they like it, cool, right? But it's kind of hit or miss if you made a song based off of what you want to hear and then get mad when other people don't want to stream it. So do a combination of both in the beginning. Just have fun with it. What I'm talking about is more so, I believe in having assets. So physical real estate and digital real estate as well. So I'm looking at music the same way I look at an ebook, an audio book, a course, a software, a GPT, stock, right? Any kind of digital, which I know stock, some people won't consider it digital, but I don't have no stock certificates that I'm holding on to. So I look at it as a digital asset that if I do it right, if I make the right investment the first time, I can eat off of that in perpetuity, right? So that's how we go about it. Streaming is going to be your lowest paid check in my research and in my experience. So just to put all the cards on the table, we didn't make $6,000 off of streaming, right? I wish, but we didn't. Our money, the majority of it came on the business that we attached on the back end. What does that look like? That looks like merch. I got some merch I'm going to show you when we get to that album. We got books. I told you guys my books upstairs, right? So we coupled the music with other products. And then now, even though we didn't go platinum or diamond or whatever the highest award is, because we had a niche audience of people, and the vast majority of people only were dedicated to that page because of what it was, we did really well. Does that make sense? All right. Boom, boom, boom. Do you make a YouTube channel out of this or just went straight to a distribution channel? So the distributor will put you on YouTube as well. I think that answers your question. If I'm misunderstanding it, let me know. All right. How much do you think you can make yourself from this? What is your goal? So I would say conservatively, this is me, right? I'm taking it as like a personal thing because you said, what's your goal, JT? I don't do any endeavor that we don't expect to make at least $100,000 off of. It just doesn't make sense for my business model. I want to create 2 million millionaires. That's like a personal objective that I have. I've created 6 millionaires in the last 8 years that I've been on social media. Now, to be honest, the first few years, I wasn't even trying to make people millionaires. I was just telling them about business and whatever happens, happens. I've been intentional about it since around 2019, which was 6 years ago. So if we look at it like that, I made 6 millionaires in 6 years. Or if you want to go back to when I started this channel, it's been 8 years ago. So whatever, I either made 6 millionaires in 6 years or 6 millionaires in 8 years. The point is still the same. I'm making millionaires way too slow to reach my goal. Right? I also, for me personally, I want to build a 9-figure that's $100 million company. I remember when making $100,000 a year was a lot of money, right? I don't know if I have it on this other phone to show you guys. Let me see. Let me see. And if I can pull it up, right? And this is not flexing. This is not, oh, look at me, I'm this, I'm that. This is just being real with you. All right, this is just being real with you. So there was a time where if I made what I spent in a year now, I thought that I was rich, right? So let me make sure ain't no personal stuff here. I know we all family, but still. Okay, hopefully you guys can see it. This is what I spent so far this year, this 2025 spending, all right? And it's probably backwards, so I'll read the number to you if it's backwards. Or if you guys can see the number, put it in the chat. So far this year, I've spent, this is not what I made, this is what I spent, $460,270, right? So that's the, right there, if you guys can see it. All right. So there was a time where I thought if I could make $400,000 in a year, I made a lot of money, right? Somebody said it's backwards. I think it's backwards because of I'm using a phone and I got my other phone. So just take my word for it. All right. So it's $400,000, right? There was a time where I'm like, if I made $400,000, I made a lot of money. Now we spend over $400,000 a year, but of course we a seven-figure, multi-million-dollar company. So that makes sense, right? You're not gonna make millions of dollars spending $1 a month. You're not gonna make millions of dollars spending $10,000 a month, right? So if you're gonna make millions of dollars, you're gonna spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So that being said, I think it's actually good if you could spend $500,000, which will probably be what we're at by the end of the year. Spend $500,000 a year and make millions off of it. I'll do that deal every single day. But in the beginning, I ain't have it to spend, so I had to do whatever I could do in that regard, right? So all of that to say this is that I don't do any endeavor that, to answer your question, that we're not going to make at least $100,000 off of. And that's just like for fun. It's not even going to cover our expenses for the year. It doesn't make sense for me to do something really that is going to be less than $100,000 at all, right? And then once we hit that milestone, then we'll scale up from there, right? But our short-term goal is $100,000. And then once we hit $100,000, we assess what we did right, what we did wrong, and then we set another goal from there. So our first milestone is always 100 grand, right? Always 100 grand, all right? Let me see if there's any more questions. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. All right. If you get a distributor, that means I can't put out my own YouTube channel. Why can't you? Why can't you? All right. So having, like, you're an independent artist. I mean, unless you go sign a record deal with a company, you're an independent artist. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. It's just a matter of if you know how to do it. All right. So a lot of people will just tell you, okay, well, so-and-so YouTube channel said this and Google said this and Google said that, right? But did you actually read it in context? So you got to actually have the right context of the situation so that way you can understand what in the world they're talking about, right? Because you can leverage AI to write your music, and then if you understand copyright law, you can make the necessary changes, because the reason why you can't copyright it is because you don't have enough human authorship in it, right? Not trying to give you legal advice or whatever, right? But if you go about the process the right way, which we outlined in the community, literally step one, that you guys that are going to click the link and join our Black Friday sale, $60 for the year or $10 a month if you want to try it month to month, right? The very first thing I'm going to teach you is the legality of it. And then we get into research and production. Then we get into creating album art, single art, and distribution. And then next we're going to build on and on from there as well, right? So you should definitely tap in with us, because like I said, we're going to do launches every single month, and your environment, above all else, is the single most important thing that will determine how successful you'll become. Now, some of you all might say, I don't got the money to move to a physically nicer location. But you can choose where you consume information. You can control what virtual rooms you get in. So if you say, okay, I ain't got the money to physically go to a nicer area yet, but mentally I can go to a nicer area until I can't got the resources to move physically, then hey, this is an opportunity for you to take advantage of our Black Friday, the Cyber Monday sale. So JT Hustle's monetization. Streams, which were low, and limited edition releases. So I can't show it to you here because it's at my media house, but we have vinyls. Was anybody on the live stream earlier when I was showing you guys our vinyls? If not, if you're in the community, I'll make a post there tomorrow after church, and I'll show you guys our vinyls as well. So we'll do a limited edition. Well, what we're experimenting with was doing like limited edition vinyls. What I'm doing right now, just to be fully transparent with you all, I'm going to every vinyl company out there and I'm buying samples of vinyls just to see who has the best quality and the best price. I don't necessarily care if their price is the lowest, if their quality is trash. So I'm looking for who's gonna give me a high quality product at a fair price. So right now, I don't necessarily have go to JT's vinyl manufacturers because they're the best. But I'm telling you guys, we're intentional about it. And as soon as I spend up whatever it costs to figure that out, when I know, those of you all that are in the community would know, right? So I got physical vinyls as well, right? It'll take too long to try to find pictures of them in his phone. So I'll just make a post in the community tab tomorrow because they're at my other property. Yeah, I didn't bring them here. All right, so physical vinyl, limited edition. Like, we're only gonna do so many of them. You gotta pay a premium for them. They're designed, they actually play the music, or you can Bluetooth it, blah, 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 blah. Right, so that's JT Else's niche. Next is Preacher Man AD33. Preacher Man AD33. I actually got some merch on the other side, and I'm gonna play a couple of songs from his album. And while I do that, I'm gonna grab his merch. And then once I talk to you guys about more about his album, I'll be able to physically show you the merch. The merch is literally on the other side of this phone. So let me go back into my Spotify app real quick. All right. The name of his album is Romans 16:16. Now, what's the question you should ask yourself if you're getting into the business of AI music, right? At least if you're going to follow my framework. What micro niche are we targeting? I'm not trying to compete with Adele. I'm not trying to compete with Lotto or Drake or whoever your favorite musician or artist is. So Romans 16:16 is designed for non-denominational and undenominational Christians. That's it, right? Now, I do know that there are a lot of other Christians that say, I am AME, I'm Baptist, I am this, I'm that, right? And that's fine. But I was raised undenominational, non-denominational, and I know that there's a huge group of people that believe in, we're not denominational. This is what we believe, and we don't really attach ourselves to saying that we're Baptist or Presbyterian or AME or whatever, right? Now, yes, this music may cross over, and somebody that is not in that demographic might say, I like the music, it resonates with us, we're going to stream it, we're going to support it. That's cool. But when we're in the creation process, we're doing research on what markets exist, how profitable it is. There's something called a TAM. Write this down. TAM, right? Total available market. So when we're researching and we see that the TAM makes sense based off of our milestones for us to penetrate that market, then we strategically create a plan on how we gonna market it, right? And we're gonna get into all of this in the community. I hope I'm not boring you all to death, but it's real gems, right? So we want to know what the TAM is, if it's available. If you're doing something that's super niche, super micro, might be hard to even find a solid TAM on it. But we want to see that there's a group of people that are already interested in this type of music. We see what's available, and then we create our own version of it, leveraging AI music in a way where we can own it to the best of our abilities, right? So, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to play a couple of songs. This is album. It's called Romans 16:16. That's a scripture in the Bible, if you didn't know. But the name of the album is called Romans 16:16. The AI artist is called Preacher Man AD33. Preacher Man AD33, right? If you know, you know. Preacher Man AD33. If you know why that name is significant, why the AD33 is significant, if you know, you know. So let's play a couple of these, and I'm going to step away and grab some of the merch, and I'll show you guys some examples of some merch that we're going to sell along with this.
Yeah. Yeah. This ain't confusion. God gave us a plan. Simple, clear, true. If you want to be saved, this is it. Let's walk it. Huh? Hit step gotta hear, let the word be preached. 17. Faith come alive when the truth get reached. And believe in the Son, He the Lamb, He the way. Ain't no other name that can say today. Repent, turn around, leave that sin. New life begin, let the old man in. Acts 2:38. Yeah. Then confess His name, shout it proud on high. Romans 10:9. Jesus is Lord, let the world know why. Know why. Hey. Hear the word. Faith gon' rise. Believe in Christ. Open your eyes. Repent from sin. Turn around. Confess His name. Say it loud. Be baptized. Wash brand new. Stay faithful. He'll crown you. He'll crown you. Ooh, buried in the water, raised up clean. New creation, walking in a life redeemed. Ain't a halfway save, ain't a part. Buried in water.
Play a couple of more.
Raised in Christ.
Then we'll talk about the business side of it.
Yeah. Romans 6:3-4. Don't you know all of us who were baptized into Christ were baptized into His death? Buried with Him, raised with Him. Let's go! Buried in water, died to the flesh, raised in Christ, walking fresh, new creation, yeah, I'm born with Christ. Dead to the old, now I'm raised in Christ. Buried in water, died to the flesh, raised in Christ, walking fresh, new creation, yeah, I'm born with Christ. Dead to the old, now I'm raised in. To the knees.
One more song, then we're gonna cut it off. Preacher Man AD33, Romans 16:16.
This road ain't easy.
We're gonna talk about the business right after this.
I done fought battles, I done fell short. But your word said, be faithful unto death and I will give you a crown of life. So I'ma keep walking. I'ma keep fighting. To the very end. Stay faithful. Don't bend, don't break. Every step I take. Storms may rise, but His word don't end. Crown of life waiting if I stay till the end.
Okay, I'm gonna start showing you guys the merch now. I'm gonna let this song play a little bit. So it's not just boring, me just showing you guys the merch. But what I wanted to do real quick is tell you guys that this is our latest, well, no, we got something else I got to cover after this. So this is not our last release. All right, so we got some more stuff I'll share with you all as well. But I want to also take this time again to remind you, our Black Friday to Cyber Monday sale is going on now. We do have a community called the Faceless Hitmaker Academy. What we do there is we break down step by step the legality of AI music. Can you monetize it? If so, how can you do it? And then we go into the how do we research what to make? How do we create it? How do we make the album art, the single art? How do we distribute it? How do we market it? How do we consistently make revenue off of it? And how do we build out a back-end business? So what I'm doing here is trying to introduce it to you, but of course I don't have the time to be able to show you everything. And of course, like I said, we doing drops every single month. So if you guys want to get in, it's $10 a month. Just, I don't care about telling you guys the price. We're making money off of it, making money off of the music. So I would love to help you make money off of your intellectual property, off of digital assets. That's really what it is. But you could pay $10 a month, tap in month to month, or you can pay $60 for the entire year and learn for an entire year, make your music, do your drops, and we got some more surprises that's going to come down the pipeline as well. So that being said, we're going to make some money off of streams. I firmly don't, for one reason, streams pay extremely low. You could Google how much you get paid per stream. It's different platform to platform, just to be honest. But streams pay really low. The bulk of our money came on the back end business that we built around it. And I think print on demand merchandise is a gold mine for you if you do it the right way. So I'm gonna play the music some more, and I'm gonna just show you guys. Did I drop anything? I'm gonna show you guys a t-shirt, two pairs of sweatpants, and a hoodie. These are all just samples of what your merch can look like. Also, what I think is relevant as well is, can I make this bigger? I can't make it bigger. But this is the album cover. So Preacher Man AD33 is the AI artist name, and the name of the album is Romans 16:16. It's backwards because I'm live on my other phone and I'm playing music from my Beat speaker, right, from this phone. So the album is called Romans 16:16. The artist is called Preacher Man AD33. I'm going to show you guys some samples of what the merch can look like. Of course, you could have way more stuff than this. I just don't have a whole boutique in my house.
I done walked through the fire, I done lived in the rain. I done felt the struggle, I done carried the pain. But his promise still stands, his word still true. If I hold on tight,
and everything is going to be backwards because I'm using the front-facing camera.
Pull me through every trial, every test, devil trying my soul. But I'm anchored in Christ, he the one in control. I ain't here for applause, I ain't here for the trends. I'm here for the crown, stay faithful to the end. Don't bend, don't break, stay faithful. Every step I take, storms may rise, but his word don't end. Crown of life waiting if I stay. Till the end. I done buried my sins, I done walked in the light. I done fought with the armor, I done stood in the fight. When the world turned cold, when my friends turned fake, God's love was a rock that no man can shake. So I stand unashamed with my eyes on the prize. Keep my faith on high till I reach them skies. Ain't no halfway in, I'ma ride to the end. Need a Alpha, Omega, beginning and end. Lord, keep me strong. When the road get dark, let me hold on. When my knees get weak, let me rise again. I'ma stay faithful, Lord, until the end. Stay faithful. Every step I take, storms may rise, but it's worth.
Let me tell you, right? So something else that I think that is important, that my uncle that drives trucks may love the truck driver music, may absolutely hate the whatever genre, the gospel, hip hop, Christian rap, soul, whatever, right? The reason why I share that with you, to be transparent with you, family, is understand that as long as the market is big enough for us to monetize, it doesn't have to appeal to everybody, right? This is probably not my mom's cup of tea. If I could be honest with you, the new music that we're making, because the more we learn, the better we get, the newer music that we make, not every song is oh man, I really like that song. It's the data says this is the kind of music people want to listen to. Now, JT, you could say because you don't like that music, you don't want to make it, and that's fine. But if you're in it to make money, why not make the music that will generate the money? You get what I'm saying? Now, of course, if it's against your ethics, your morals, your religion, right? Like, that's cool, right? So even when we do the kind of upbeat hip hop stuff, we talking about trucking. We're not talking about selling drugs, killing people, stuff like that. So I'm not telling you to go out there and make music that is against who you are as a person. But like, let's say, for example, you like, I don't like country music, but you do research and find out that country music is a great genre to monetize. And you say, well, I'm just not going to make it because I don't like it. That's your choice. But as a business owner, that would be a poor choice. All right. Let's even talk about something that's relevant to the times. So we know it's the holiday season. Next big holiday coming up is Christmas. So Christmas music is a gem, right? If you think about it, a lot of the big artists did Christmas songs, right? Boys to Men had a whole Christmas album. Luther Vandross did some Christmas music. The number one Christmas song is Mariah Carey. I think it's called like All I Want for Christmas Is You. She's made over $100 million off of that one song. Over $100 million, right? Off of one song. All right. So I'm not saying that you'll make $100 million off of a song. The point here is that it doesn't take you having like an infinite number of songs in order for you to make money. And at the same time, if you do a song and it flops, do more music, right? Get better, continue to learn how to market it better, how to create it better, and do more songs, because it only takes one song to change your life, right? So she could just live, I don't know her lifestyle expenses, but the average person, I guess is a better way to say it. The average person could just live off of what she makes off of that one song for an entire year. So the money she makes in December for the average person will be more than enough to carry you the other 11 months out of the year until you get back to December again. So one thing that we're doing is we're experimenting with holiday music, Christmas music. Our next drop is happening. We're doing a drop December the 1st. We're doing another drop December 24th. We got some, matter of fact, I'll let you guys hear some of the music that's already out. We dropped a couple of singles. All right. And you guys, let me know. Put it in the comment section. You can say I hate it. You can say I love it. Understand this. It doesn't have to be for everybody for you to make money. Because if you think about it, there might be some music that your kids listen to that you like, I hate that music. But the artist is a multimillionaire. And you might listen to your music and they might say, man, like that, I don't know how you think this good music. And you like, what? You don't like Stevie Wonder? Right? What you mean Stevie Wonder played out, right? And to us, it's like, that's crazy. So I want you to be open-minded if you're in it as a business owner, right? So I'm coming into business. Yes, I like music, but I'm approaching it not as a romantic. I'm not romanticizing the music and saying, you got to like my music because I made it, right? No. I'm going to make music that the market already wants to have, and I'm going to build a back-end business because that's where the real money is made outside of the pennies they're going to give me for streaming. All right. And if you want to know more how to do that, we're doing a Black Friday to Cyber Monday sale. You can click the link down in the description below, get the best price, tap in with us for an entire year, or you can do it month to month and see how do we make the music, how do we do our launches, and just stay up to date with everything that's going on AI music, right? All right. So here's a sample of some of the stuff we're doing with Christmas music. I want you guys to let me know if you hate it or if you love it. Here we go.
Snowflakes dancing through the air, something magic.
I got a little bit more of this music, all right, to share with you all. But I'm gonna challenge you all, right? I have a challenge that we're gonna start next month. Right now, there's like over 50 people watching this live. There's only 44 likes. If you guys get this up to 50 likes, that just means everybody that's here now has to make sure they like the video, right? If you get this up to 50 likes right now, I'll tell you guys the giveaway, because I was gonna initially give first dibs to the people that's in the community and then tell it about to the masses later. But for free, right? Cost you nothing to mash that like button. But if we get 50 likes before the song is over, I'll even share with you all the giveaway, because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time it is when you guys are watching. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and you are up jamming with me learning about AI music. Every December, I remember how your love makes winter feel like spring. You're my Christmas everywhere. Joy and love are in the air. All I want is you right here. Every single holiday. You're my Christmas shining bright. Turn the season into light. Hold me close, don't disappear. 'Cause you're my Christmas everywhere. Snow may fall and years may fly, but you're still my star up in the sky. No matter where we choose to go, you're the only Christmas that I know. Christmas everywhere. Joy and love are in the air. All I want is you right here. Every single holiday. You're my Christmas shining bright. Turn the season into light. Hold me close, don't disappear. 'Cause you're my Christmas everywhere. My Christmas everywhere. Can I be honest with you? I would have never in my life thought that I should make that song if it wasn't for the research we did about one, holiday music, Christmas especially because that's the next holiday, and then looking at what holiday Christmas specific music performed the best. So everything down to the sound of the music, the lyrics, everything was impacted by data, right? So if you hate the song, by all means, not everything is for everybody. But if you love the song, it's because it was engineered based off of Christmas music that is performed well, that performs well every year, right? And now, boom, this has the same elements. Now, just because we made a song that is designed to be just as good as the most profitable songs doesn't mean that we can't drop the ball with marketing. So we still got to market it right, because just because I say, oh man, I made a great song, drop it. All right. I did 2 drops when I first started. I dropped Trucker Man J and I dropped Tears from a Black Father. And I dropped them 2 different ways. And I haven't forgotten about the giveaway, but let me tell you this and then I'll get into the giveaway and then we'll close out, right? So I did it 2 different ways. When I did Tears from a Black Father, I immediately dropped the music as soon as I made it. I went to my YouTube channel that had hundreds of thousands of people, and I said, look, listen to this music. It sounds amazing. It's designed for this type of people. You should go download it. You should stream it. You can listen to it. It's on YouTube. It's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's everywhere that you would like to listen to music at. Go check it out. Just put in JT Hustle's music or type in Tears from a Black Father, right? And then I secretly created an Instagram account, named it Trucker Man J, and I started consistently growing it just by posting truck driver content. Trucker Man J to this very moment has less than 200 followers. When the first payout came, the first payout, right? I can only speak for that because we're still got numbers coming in from other sources, right? So we don't even have our official first number, but just the first payouts that we saw. Trucker Man Jay, with less than 200 followers on his social media, got way more streams than Tears from a Black Father, JT Hustles, and I was screaming on a channel with hundreds of thousands of people. Y'all should go check it out, right? Now, here's the lesson there. What I want you all to take away from it is that having a niche audience where everybody there is there for the same reason is more important than having hundreds of thousands, millions of followers, right? Now, that will come in time as you can be consistent and become better and better with your craft, right? But in the beginning, don't think because I don't have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of followers, I can't make more money than somebody that has that many followers, right? Because what I believe after we recap the launch of both, people watch this channel for a variety of reasons, but not everybody watches it for the same reason. Some people might say, I'm only interested in the AI music. Somebody else might say, I'm only interested in JT when he's talking about being an independent courier. Somebody else will say, I'm only interested if he's talking about Amazon, if he's talking about stocks, if he's talking about a new business I never heard of before, right? So, and that's fine. It's not a bad thing. But because this channel has become a resource that just talks about different ways to make and invest money in general, it's not like we have everybody is here for the exact same reason. So if I launch a product, if I launch a service, everybody here is interested in that because that's all that this is about. So it was actually too broad of an audience. So that truck driving page, the only people that's going to follow a truck driving page is what? People that care about trucking. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Why would you follow them, right? So that performed really well. So I want to encourage you, and I can't stress it enough, to focus on penetrating a micro niche, and you don't got to be Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Jay-Z, or Nas, right? Now let's get into the giveaway. Well, first, does that make sense? Drop a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. All right. So here's a giveaway that I was going to exclusively launch, or I was going to initially launch only for the people in the community. Don't worry if you're in the community, you're still I'm going to add more value to you all as well, right? So one marketing strategy, right? Because you watched the video this long, or because you here live, you about to get a gem, and you guys going to see me talk about this a lot. One marketing strategy that we're going to test out is saying, okay, if we have a marketing budget that we were willing to spend behind the music, behind the album, because I already did 2 test launches organically, like straight $0. I haven't spent a dime in marketing any of the music yet. So the next thing, of course, naturally is, well, if you can make this much money organically with faceless pages or your personal brand page, what happens if you were actually willing to invest money? So I said, okay, what's a small amount of money just to test the waters? Came up with the concept of $1,500. Now, I could drop $1,500 in ads by spending $50 a day in ads to just push the music out there to thousands of people every single day. But I said, you know what? What I want to do instead is I'm going to give 3 families $500 a piece to kind of help them get some of their money back, maybe even all of their money back from whatever they're going to spend on Christmas. It just depends on how much you spend. If you're going to get some of your money back, all of your money back. If you ain't going to spend that much, you might get more money if you win the giveaway than what you even spent, right? So instead of putting the first $1,500, because I'm going to test it different ways, this is how marketing works in the real world, right? Some people like, just tell me exactly what to do. I don't want to test nothing. I don't want to figure it out. And of course, once we figure that out, we will tell you. But because we're early in the game, we're testing things for ourselves. And so you don't got to keep spending money and figure stuff out. We'll do it for you, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bless 3 families. But we're going to do it in a giveaway style. So what we're going to do is we're going to release one of the songs that's on the Christmas Day album that's dropping December 24th. And we're going to allow individuals to make a dance video with their family and share it with us. We're going to take that video, we're going to post it on social media, and how we're going to determine who the winner is whichever top 3 videos get the most likes. I think that's the most transparent way. So instead of saying, well, JT liked this better than that, and that was, biased, what I'm going to do is we're going to let the open market decide. So we're just going to put it out there. Everybody has the exact same song. You and your family make a dance video. Whatever dance video they like the best, we're going to take the top 3 winners, and what we're going to do is we're going to Cash App them, because I think Cash App is honestly probably the easiest way to send money nowadays. I'm going to just Cash App them $500 a piece on Christmas Eve. So we're going to start accepting admissions December the 1st. And I want to close it out maybe December the 21st or the 22nd. So we're going to probably run it from the 1st to the 21st or 22nd. Me and my team is still working out the logistics of how we're going to do it, right? So that's a marketing strategy that we're using, because I could just put it in ads, but I think that people will be more excited about it if they know, okay, this is actually going to help a family. So yes, it's music, and I believe it's good music, but okay, knowing that your best friend who really needed that money won this giveaway might say, hey, look, what was that song that you did that dance for, you and your kids or you and your spouse, and did this and did that, right? So that's how we're gonna do it. And I came up with that number because people in the community suggested it, right? So we had some different ideas. That's why you need to be in the community as well, because you guys actually, well, we can come up with strategies together, and then I can say, okay, is this something that enough people are interested in? Let's go do it. I'll put up the money to do it, and then I'll come back with the results and say, this was good because of this was bad because of this, here's how we could do it better, this is how, we dropped the ball, whatever the data says, but I'll share all of that after the fact. Should I play for you all the song? Right? If you're a family, or if you know a family that will want to participate in it, drop me in the chat if I should play the song. If not, I can go ahead and slide out the way. All right. Now, while you guys are thinking about that, I do want to remind you again, click that first link down in the description below if you want to tap into our community and see what music are we creating, why are we creating it, how are we creating it, how are we distributing it, how are we marketing it and making money off of it. Every single month, we're doing a launch, right? I think that's the mistake a lot of people make. They think that they could do a launch like they're Apple, right? So I forgot what number iPhone this is, but I'm looking at you guys on the new iPhone. I don't even know what number iPhone we're on, but I just told them give me the newest one. All right, I don't care what number we're on, but just give me the newest one, right? So Apple might can do a drop once a year on a new phone or a new this or a new that, right? Tesla might do a drop once every few years and make billions of dollars off of it, right? What we got to understand is that we not Apple, we not Tesla, right? We not able to do a drop a year or a drop every few years and generate so much buzz that we're gonna, go crazy with it. And I think that a lot of small businesses just don't understand what kind of work really goes behind building the life that they want for themselves. Now, if you don't got no hustle, you better have a whole lot of money. All right, because either way the work has to be done. It can be done by you, it can be done by software, it can be done by your team, but the work still must be done, and it don't care who do it long as it get done. All right. So let me see if there's any me's in this chat right here. All right. Boom, boom, boom. If you're someone aiming for faceless content, what does that mean? What do you mean? If you're someone aiming for faceless content, will there be other opportunities for giveaways? Let me know. You know I'm slow, man. It ain't you, it's me. I got a South Carolina education. So you gotta like dumb it down for me. All right. Making an AI follower for okay. All right. Boom. I only seen one person said me. So hey, KLB Skywalker, if you're in the community, you know what we'll do? We'll go over there and we'll play it in the private community, like here real soon, right? But that's the giveaway that we're gonna do. And you guys could tap in and join the private community if you guys want to know more about the giveaway, get access to actually submit your stuff to the giveaway as well, right? I see two people. I see boom boom. Is link your yep Patreon. Yep. So our Patreon community, all right, and you'll see the Black Friday sale to join the Faceless Hitmaker community. All right. If I don't see like at least 20 people say me, then we're not gonna go with it, right? I see like a couple of people said me, but man, with the number of people that's here, that's really saying the vast majority of people don't want to hear it, and that's cool too. All right, I just want to be of service to you guys. So let's recap real quick. AI music is not something that's coming, it's something that's already here. If you're looking for a viable way to make money, same way you look at digital real estate, like writing your book, and you're gonna have an ebook and an audio book, a course, a software, a mentorship, all of this other stuff going on, right? Physical real estate, like I don't know if you guys heard my other phone, but my Ring camera went off because somebody went outside at my Airbnb, which is fine because I got people staying at my Airbnb, right? So I got physical real estate, I got digital real estate, all right? And when I go into making music, I go into it from the perspective of it is designed for us to make money, right? So whether you like it or not, as long as it's legal, ethical, moral, not against God, we're going to leverage that asset to help serve other people first, because God works through people. And then if we serve enough people to help them get what they want, we'll get what we want. All right? Boom. Let me see. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. All right, so you tap into the community. We'll talk about it more inside of the community. All right, it's not too late. Take advantage of the link now. All right, hey, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.